Hey, what's up guys? So, as expected, Capcom has finally released the trailer for Falke. Yes, I did hear the announcer say her name, who is the next DLC character coming to Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Obviously, there's a bunch to talk about, so let's get started on this. My first impression was probably similar to a lot of you guys when you first saw the trailer, and that is, I did not expect her to have so many projectile attacks, or basically be like a projectile-based zoner in general, since we saw her use her staff weapon up to this point in the various, trailers and screenshots of her. Now, of course, she does still use her staff to do long-range attacks as expected, but I'm just really curious on how this character will play in an actual match. Will she base more around zoning or using her staff? So far, mix-ups and set play don't seem to be her strengths at a glance. Instead, Falke will be controlling space with unique angled projectile attacks that can also dodge at the same time. However, when approached, the opponent will have to deal with her, long-range staff attacks that can convert into knockdowns that put her into a better position. Each of her V-triggers complement a specific style of play as well, which I'll explain in a bit in this video. Now, aesthetically, I must admit, a couple of her animations did seem a little stiff in the trailer, especially with her critical art, which already has a couple of memes. I have seen some others point out this criticism as well. I guess these characters are coming out at a really fast pace this season, but Blanca's animations are very good in my opinion, through and through. So by the time you guys get to watch this video, there will be a WSO stream the same day where they will break down this character in great detail. So I won't go too hard on this trailer breakdown since we're going to get a flood of new information very soon anyways, and I'll be breaking down that. So let's start going through the character and breaking this down. First thing I should mention is that Falke will have simple input special moves like Ed, as we guessed, where she won't use motions but instead press 2 punches or 2 kicks at the same time. However, I know you guys are like, yuck, I don't like simple inputs. However, she does have specials, specifically her projectile attacks that use negative edge, so I don't think this character will be easy to use or beginner friendly, but I'm just guessing. Unfortunately, Capcom has not released the official move list at the time of me recording this video, so hopefully we will find out soon. Now, some interesting normal attacks we see Falke do in this trailer is this low-hitting heavy attack while she's standing. This kind of like stomp attack. This could be her standing hard kick or a command normal, I'm not really sure. Pretty unique for Street Fighter V though, but it clearly hits low because it shows Bison blocking. We also see this vertical dive kick attack that causes Falke to bounce straight back up after hitting the opponent, which I'm sure she can still use a projectile after and keep her in the air a little longer, or even do another dive kick again for this kind of like loop, weird pressure situation, which I'm sure could even be really strong in the corner. I would also imagine you can throw off the opponent's anti-air with this dive kick as well by just whipping this right in front of the opponent, kind of like how Mika does it too, because she just goes straight down after. Now we also get to see a couple of long-range attacks using her staff, such as her standing hard punch, I'm assuming it's her standing hard punch, and this straight poke attack that looks like a command normal as well. Even without the staff, we see a long-range kick attack that could possibly be her standing hard kick or just another command normal like Colleen that is also a crush counter. I'm interested to see what her sweep looks like too, but unfortunately it's not shown in the trailer. Okay, let's talk about special moves now. Now, to perform her projectiles, you must hold down a punch button for a short amount of time and then release, hence the negative edge. You can actually see her hands glow in the trailer to notify you when the charge is ready to release. And the charge time itself seems, very short and doesn't take that much time at all, so I'm sure she's able to shoot these at a decent rate. And of course, you're going to have to manage your special attacks while holding down the punch buttons. You have 3 different angles that you can shoot at. If you fire while standing, Falke shoots it like a shotgun blast, as the blog post describes, and it doesn't actually show how far she shoots with the shotgun blast, but I'm going to assume that it isn't full screen for this specific one, and it's used more for close range combos. Now, if you fire while in the air, Falke will shoot diagonally downwards and suspend herself a little bit in the air from the knockback, like the kickback from the shot, which is a little different than how Akuma's air projectile works, where he kind of goes with the fireball. Falke also lands straight down, so she can maintain her ground while firing this, so pretty good. Finally, if you fire this while holding down or by crouching, Falke will go prone and fire a very low to the ground shot. I'm not sure if it hits low, I doubt it. This definitely goes full screen though, and doubles as an evasive move as well, dodging the opponent's projectiles too. So a really good zoning, anti-zoning tool. Now for Falke's other two special moves, she has an upward slash attack that is done by pressing 2 punches at the same time, and although we don't get to see the EX version, the blog post describes this as an uppercut. So I'm sure this can be used as a reversal or as an anti-air. We're going to have to see how fast the EX version is, but it kind of gives me that vibe of the cycle upper. Pressing 2 kicks at the same time makes Falke vault towards the opponent, kicking them toward to the ground. We do see the EX version of this in the trailer though, which I'm guessing is pressing 3 kicks at the same time, kind of like how Ed does his EX versions of his moves, and this puts the opponent into a juggle state, allowing for a fallout combo, which we do see in the trailer. Moving on to her V system now, Falke's V skill makes her spin her staff, which is named Harmony by the way. This absorbs projectiles similar to Nash and also doubles as an attack itself. The thing about her V skill though is that you can also cancel this from basically looks like any normal attack, even light ones, making it very reliable to gain V gauge even if the opponent doesn't have projectiles. They don't look like target combos, it looks like just a straight up cancel. You can see in the trailer many different combos all leading easily into V skill and even the follow-up attacks after the V skill from there. Alright, now for the V triggers, let's start with V trigger 1. This is a 2-bar V trigger that basically enhances Falke's projectile game. So to do these enhanced projectiles, you simply press hard punch and hard kick at the same time, so the V trigger command, rather than using negative edge. I'm not sure if Falke still has access to her regular projectiles during this V trigger, but I'm going to assume you are since the input is different. The projectiles do more hits, and they even combo into each other and cancel into each other. The shotgun blast can be canceled into the prone shot, so hard punch and hard kick at the same time, and then you cancel that into down and hard punch and hard kick at the same time. Her air projectile actually bounces off the ground, kind of like a pool ball, which can be very tricky for the opponent to get around, especially since Falke is in the air herself. If you favor zoning and keeping your opponent at bay, then this is probably the V trigger for you. Okay, let's talk about V trigger 2 now. This is a 3-bar V trigger, which instead enhances Falke's staff, giving her additional special moves that cancel from her other special moves and improves her V skill as well. So first off, when you activate, Falke will do a canned animation attack that launches the opponent up into the air. So it would be ideal to confirm this, obviously, so Falke is invulnerable and you do this blindly and gets punished. I hope it does a lot of damage though, because it doesn't seem like you can follow up after this. As I also said before, it also enhances her V skill, and it now reflects projectiles rather than absorb them. Even the EX versions, like we see in the trailer, Ed does his EX fireball and she reflects it back, so sounds really good. She also gets 2 additional special moves. The first is this horizontal slash done by pressing hard punch and hard kick at the same time. We don't actually get to see the full animation of this, but we know you can cancel into super from it. The second is a jumping downward slash, which is done by pressing down and hard punch and hard kick at the same time. You can see examples of Falke canceling her special moves into each other into these new V-trigger special moves for more damaging combos. So if you prefer to be more flashy, more to be in your face, get more burst, I would assume this V-trigger might be the one for you. Capcom has also showed off Falke's costumes. The story costume, already got a sneak peek of this a while back from that PlayStation Store picture, but it is her training uniform, it looks like. Her premium costume gives me that Catwoman Saboteur kind of vibe. I personally like her default costume the best though. It doesn't look like Capcom will be giving us a free week with Falke either. I'm not surprised, just like Blanca, so it's probably only for Sakura, but you can grab her for 100k fight money. Hopefully you guys are grinding those golden soldiers, or you can use real money, or of course pick up the Season 3 pass. So overall, the big question is, will this character be good enough to shake up the current meta? Can she outzone and handle Guile or Manat? Can she keep Cammy and Abigail at bay with her staff? Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is she what you guys expected? I doubt a lot of you guys expected her to have a lot of zoning attacks, but let me know. And Falke comes out on April 24th, which is next Tuesday, so really soon. Guys, do me a solid, subscribe to the channel, and of course like the video, it really helps. And I'll keep you guys posted and do some more breakdowns this week once we get more information. So till then guys, take care.